All right, so it's Kevin Harvick in that red number 4 on the inside. Joey Logano, red and yellow, number 22 on the outside. 2 Ford Mustangs taking the green flag at Kansas. And already you see William Byron in the 24 down below the white line. That's fair here at the 1.5 miles, trying to find any track or maybe apron that he can use.
Talked about we were a little bit of surprise, and that's why right there, Joey Logano, if he could stay even with Kevin, he would have an advantage of momentum down the back straightaway. See if Kevin can fight back on the bottom. Kevin may have just been nervous about the track being dirty. You know, just picking that bottom lane was just a little bit safer.
First lap led by Joey Logano. Again, this is the first lap that they have run at Kansas Speedway. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, no practice, no qualifying, and they are already up to speed here at Kansas. It's Truex and Kyle Busch making up row 1, both from Joe Gibbs Racing. Truex had the opportunity. He chose that outside line, and look at the 18 of Kyle Busch surge ahead.
Yeah, that outside line just was not quite organized to push well down the front straightaway. The inside line was Blaney pushing that 18 down into turn 1 for the lead.
You're looking at the leaders. I'm fixed on that bright 21 back there in the middle. Matty D is trying to make that 3 wide work.
You got to attack on these restarts. Best opportunity to make any spots.
And as we see, Kyle Busch taking the white flag for stage number 1. This is going to be big, and I don't think we can overstate it, because Kyle Busch is the reigning Cup Series champion, and he hasn't won a race, and he hasn't won a stage. This will be the first stage win of 2020 for Kyle Busch if he stays out front here.
Yeah, Rick, if you would have asked me that line in Vegas, if it would have took midsummer to score a playoff point, it would have been a major line the other way. Yeah. Shocking it's taken Kyle Busch this long.
Kyle Busch wins stage 1 at Kansas. Teammate Denny Hamlin finishing a close second. Martin Truex Jr. also out of the Joe Gibbs Racing stable in third. Blaney, Keselowski, Reddick, Harvick, Almirola, Bowman, and Eric Jones will all earn some stage points, but only one gets a playoff point. That's the first playoff point for Kyle Busch. 56 laps to go in stage 2.
Great launch by Brad.
Interesting to see him choose the bottom there, but he pulls up in front of the 19. The 19's going to try to get that quarter panel. He's got some great help behind him.
Remember, 2 tires on that 2 car.
And that's my concern. I think for 2 tires to work, you have to keep clean air. If he loses the lead, it's going to hurt, but Denny Hamlin's going to help him.
Wow, that's surprising.
That is.
Teammate Martin Truex Jr. was on the outside, and Denny Hamlin pushed the 2.
Look at Blaney on the outside of Hamlin trying to make it 3 wide. Now he's got the preferred lane.
They race for the lead. Martin Truex Jr. edging out Keselowski as went across the stripe, but let's see if Keselowski can battle back on that inside line.
Wow, Brad arced it into turn 1 on the inside. Real tight on the 19. You see Truex hounding the 2-car back Keselowski. Sort of similar to how he was trying to get around his teammate Denny Hamlin earlier. He runs a little bit lower, trying to keep a little air on the nose of that Toyota as he's following the 2 off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Brad's going to run that high side, try to make him pass him on the bottom. Man, that 19's good. To be able to run that good in the middle groove of the racetrack and maintain with a car that's running the high side. Here he is.
Yeah, he just straightened out the front straightaway to make it shorter. That puts him side by side with Keselowski. Can he clear him?
For the lead.
Easily. Golly, that 19 is good. Look at Brad. Ooh,
yeah, he was
loose there.
Martin Truex Jr. out in front. Denny Hamlin, teammate right there. And around goes the 17. And so Chris Buescher brings the caution out.
All right, you're good here.
Chris Buescher. Almost a driver swap, the situation from a year ago.
4 lap down.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was driving the 17. Now Chris Buescher brought back to Roush Fenway Racing. And you see the issue there for him. He was running 25th. As we get ready for the restart, 12 laps to go. Blaney and Jimmie Johnson making up row 1.
Blaney's behind
himself. No good push from behind. Great push on that inside. Might send the 48 out in the lead here. Now the 11 back behind the 12. Denny Hamlin's going to come in there and help Blaney on this outside line.
There'll be a lot of momentum on this outside line down the back straightaway. Look at him lined up. Big push for Blaney. Hamlin in the second.
Hamlin's going to try to get to the lead here. He's got those 4 tires. He's not going to give away this opportunity to win the stage.
Denny Hamlin wants to get things going in the right direction. After having such great success, he had 3, you would call them bad races. 28th, 12th, 20th for the 11 team, which he was so dominant, he and Kevin Harvick. Now it looks like he's getting back to the old form that we've seen in 2020 for Hamlin. Blaney trying to be in front of the 2 of Keselowski.
Brad running to the bottom. Going to try to get side by side with him. I think he's going to get there. Can he hold him? Can he get to that quarter panel, side draft him? Will he be able to carry enough speed, staying away from him, getting into 1?
He dives down into turn 3 with the momentum from the side draft. Blaney on the high side. Can Blaney stay there? He's pretty loose. Brad's going to clear.
Good racing right there by teammates.
Yeah. Blaney's car just too loose to hang on to it.
So what we're learning about tires, Steve, in the right situation, 2 can work, but they're not going to last very long.
Yeah, better be a short sprint if you want me to hold on with 2 tires, as Blaney now tries to keep it out of the fence. Oh, Denny Hamlin, you talked about how much he struggled. That's a big slide job, and Eric Almirola back there.
Sure did.
Points
going to battle back here and take that spot back.
Good stage win.
Chase Elliott on the inside, Denny Hamlin on the outside. Green flag back in the air.
Pretty good organization on that outside line. Good pushing. Teammates working together. Gets Denny out front easily. 3 wide behind him. Truex going to the bottom. Oh, there's a big wreck. Huge wreck. Hard
into
hit.
the wall. Matt DiBenedetto. He gets tagged by Austin Dillon.
And something was broke.
He's in the lane, and all of a sudden his car is going to go to the right. Right there, he had to get off the gas. He went right because when he lifted, the 4 got into the back of him, but Joey having a problem. And that started all of this.
Denny Hamlin launching, and Chase Elliott a little bit loose there with the help from Kyle Busch behind him.
And Chase just didn't get a good launch at all. Almost cleared entirely by the 2 cars on the outside line. Look at the 12 of Blaney trying to get to the quarter panel of Denny Hamlin. But Chase is going to be able to push that Atlanta car back out front. More wrecking.
And around goes the 95 and the 37.
Hard hit.
Into the wall.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's awful.
Ryan Preece in the 37.
Fantastic.
That's Ryan talking.
Glad to hear that.
Back there behind Tyler Reddick. He goes to the middle of the racetrack. Got a great run going there. It's like a 17. Oh, no, ahead of them. The 95 gets in the wall.
Christopher Bell and Ryan Newman. Looked like Ryan Newman got into. Oh, Christopher Bell trying to get up in front of him. Then they make contact.
Oh.
Poor Ryan Preece. We talked about he's had a string of last place finishes, and wow, such a Junior and I in this booth, when he was heading to that wall, we were both cringing. Just not what you want to see, but it's good to see him get out of that car. Look at this angle of impact.
So violent. 3,400 pounds of race car just thrown up into the air after it bounced off that inside wall. William Byron stayed out. We'll see how it works for the 24 team. Denny Hamlin getting a little help from Ryan Blaney behind him. They fan out back behind them, side by side into one.
William Byron hanging tight on that outside of Denny Hamlin. Got some help coming from Matt Kenseth. Matt trying to push him out front. Brad Keselowski to the high side, trying to get the outside of that 42 car. He's gonna have to try the inside down this front straightaway. Leaders still side by side. Byron side drafting. Denny trying to get away from him.
First time William Byron's had clean air all night long. Learning how his car drives. See Blaney trying to get on the outside of the 11. 11 fills that hole.
Byron's clear.
Well, here we go.
And the caution has come out now.
Caution's out. Safe.
Oh, see the 32 smoking a little bit there, Corey LaJoie.
Great shot. See what Harvick does here. Right to the rear bumper. Going through the gears. Nice job by Harvick.
He's gonna stay committed. He could have went 3 wide there. Gonna stay committed to pushing that 88 car.
88 clear for the lead. Now Harvick has second. He goes to the outside. He's going to try to take the lead away.
Textbook.
Here comes Hamlin on the inside.
Textbook move. What a move.
Kevin Harvick is so smart.
And the top 2, as far as wins go in 2020, are running 1 and 2. Harvick and Hamlin, both with 4 wins this season, trying to slug it out here in Kansas.
We should cut that video, and that could be restart, not quite 101, maybe 202. Textbook by Kevin Harvick. What a move. The 11 of Denny Hamlin, it took a couple laps, but that car has come together, and it is running the 4 down here in the closing laps. 2/10 that lap, Dale.
He made his time on the top, but that corner right there, he ran the bottom. Thinking maybe Harvick might be starting to go to the top to take his line away.
Think about the disappointment in Indianapolis for Denny Hamlin, leading that guy, Kevin Harvick, in the closing laps. A right front tire, and then a couple bad runs by the 11 standard. Can he come back, redeem that Indy disappointment, pass the 4 car in the closing laps?
I heard the spotter say they thought the 4 car was too loose to run the top. He's going to have to. He's going to have to try to find a way, but he's not going. He'd have to make a big block here. He can't do it.
Yeah.
Last 4 races, Denny Hamlin 12th or worse. Even though he has 4 wins, they're always looking for confidence. This would be a huge confidence boost for Denny Hamlin. He's back out front at Kansas.
Only 4 to go.
Denny Hamlin won here in October, the last time the Cup Series was on this track. Trying to go back to back.
It's a good corner for Denny down there in 1 and 2. This is where Brad's faster. He just mow into the turn 3 so much deeper.
He does, but he just doesn't take the momentum off the car. You know, if he could be on his bumper.
Through 1 and 2 with what you just did. He's a little better through 3 and 4.
Oh, I love the information.
3 more.
It's a mirror without having to look in your mirror, right? Information to the leader about where he's good and where he's getting beat.
And really what the deal for Hamlin right now is just don't make a mistake, right? Just, you don't have to be great right now. Be good. Don't have to be great. Even if you give up 0.2 of a second in 2 laps, you're going to be okay.
You just don't want to give up 0.2 of a second every lap for the next 3 laps because he's only ahead by 0.6.
Make him pass you, though, Rick. That's what I'd be telling Denny Hamlin right here if I'm Chris Gabehart. Buddy, this is your race. I need 3 miles. A little extra space off the wall. Don't give him the lead. Make him come get you. And I don't think you have to tell Denny Hamlin much. This guy has won a ton of races.
So many have said last year was Denny Hamlin's greatest year. He wasn't able to win the championship. Then he said that his loss at Indy earlier might have been bigger than losing the championship last year. Well, now, with 1 lap to go, Denny Hamlin in position to win his 5th race of 2020. The gap still a half a second between 1st and 2nd. Denny Hamlin's successes this year started off with another Daytona 500 win. He says one of the biggest things he wants to do this year is be able to celebrate with his crew because he knows that's who's getting him up front, giving him fast cars. They've done it again. He's done it again. Kansas winner, Denny Hamlin.
You know, I don't know we had the best car. We definitely had a top 3 car all day, but just went and got it there at the end. I saw the Ford getting loose, and usually when you're loose, you're not able to run up high, and that was a benefit for us to be able to get that momentum going. And pit crew did an amazing job getting us out there in front of everyone else that had 4 tires. But proud of this whole FedEx team. We've had a rough 3 weeks, but we're leading to Indy when we blew a tire. So I tell you, this team's really hitting on all cylinders right now.